हेलो एवरीवन। वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल बी कॉन्फिडेंस रेखा। आज मैं बुक लेकर आई हूँ द पावर ऑफ योर सबकॉन्शियस माइंड। और आज का हमारा टॉपिक है हाउ योर ओन माइंड वर्क्स। यू हैव अ माइंड एंड यू शुड learn how to use it. There are two levels of your mind: the conscious or rational level and the subconscious or irrational level. You think with your conscious mind, and whatever you habitually think sink down into your subconscious mind, which creates according to the nature of your thoughts. Your subconscious mind is the set of your emotions and is the creative creative mind. If you think good, good will follow. If you think evil, evil will follow. This is the way your mind works. The main point to remember is once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it begins to execute it. It is an interesting and subtle, subtle truth that the law of the subconscious mind works for good and bad ideas alike. This law, when applied in a negative way, is the causes of failure, frustration, and unhappiness. However, when your habitual thinking is harmonious and constructive, you experience perfect health, success, and prosperity. Prosperity, peace of mind, and a healthy body are inevitable when you begin to think and feel is the right way. Whatever you claim mentally and feel as true, your subconscious mind will accept and bring forth into your experience. The only things necessary for you to do is to get your subconscious mind to accept your idea, and the law of your own subconscious mind will bring forth the health, peace, or the position you desire. You give the command or decree, and your subconscious will faithfully repround, repro, reproduce the idea impressed upon it. The law of your mind is this: you will get a reaction or response for your subconscious mind according to the nature of the thought or idea you hold is your conscious mind. Psychologists and psychiatrists point out that when thoughts are convenient to your subconscious mind, impressions are made in the brain cells. As soon as your subconscious accepts any idea, it proceeds to put it into effect immediately. It works by association of ideas and use every bit of knowledge that you have gathered in your lifetime to bring about its purpose. It draws on the infinity power energy, and wisdom within you. It lines up all the laws of nature to get its way. Sometimes it seems to bring about the immediate solution to your difficulties, but at other times it may take days, weeks, or longer. Its ways are parts finding out. Subconscious and subconscious terms. ধরেছ? Subconscious terms. Differentiated. You must remember that these are not two minds, they are merely two spheres of activity within one mind. Your conscious mind is the reasoning mind. It is that phase of mind which chooses, for example, you choose your books, your home, and your partner in life. You make all your decisions with your conscious mind. On the other hand, without any conscious choice on your part, your heart is kept functioning automatically, and the process of digestion, circulation, and breathing are carried on by your subconscious mind. Thought process independent of your conscious control. Your subconscious mind accepts what is impressed upon it or what you consciously believe. It does not reason things out like your conscious mind, and it does not argue with your controversially. Your subconscious mind is like the soul, which accepts any kind of seed, good or bad. Your thoughts are active and might be like likened unto seeds. Negative, destructive thoughts continue to work negatively in your subconscious mind, and in due time will come forth into outer experience, which corresponds corresponds with them. Remember, your subconscious mind does not engage in proving, proving whether your thoughts are good or bad, true or false, but it responds according to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. For example, if you consciously assume something as true, even thought it may be false, your subconscious mind will accept it as true and processed to bring about results which must necessarily follow because you consciously assumed it to be true. Experiments by psychologists. Innumerable experiments by psychologists and other on persons in the hypnotic state have so that the subconscious mind is incapable of making selections and conclusions which are necessary for a reasoning process. They have so repeatedly that your subconscious mind will accept any suggestions, however false. Having once accepted any suggestions, it responds according to the nature of the suggestion given. To illustrate the amenability of your subconscious mind to suggestions, if a practiced hypnosis suggests to one of the subjects that he is Napoleon Bonaparte or even a cat or a dog, he will act out the part with immediate accuracy. His personality becomes changed for the time being. He believes himself to be whatever the operator tells him he is. A skilled hypnotist may suggest to one of his students in the hypnotic state that his back itches, to another that his nose is bleeding, to another that he is a marble statue, to another that he is freezing and the temperature is below zero. Each one will follow out the line of his particular suggestions, totally oblivious to all the surroundings which do not pertain to his idea. These simple illustrations portray clearly the difference between your conscious reasoning mind and your subconscious mind, which is impersonal, no, non selective, and accepts as true. Hence, the importance of selecting thoughts, ideas, and premises which bless, help, inspire, and fill your soul with joy. The terms objective and subjective mind clarified. Your conscious mind is sometimes referred to as your objective mind because it deals with outward objects. The objective mind takes cognizance of the objective world. Its media of observation are your five physical senses. Your objective mind is your guide and director in your content, content with your environment. You gain knowledge, thought, your five senses. Your objective mind learned through observation, experience, and education. As previously pointed out, the greatest function of the objective mind is that of reasoning. Suppose you are one of the thousands of tourists who come to Los Angeles annually. You would come to the conscious that it is a beautiful city based upon your observation of the parks, pretty gardens, majestic buildings, and lovely homes. This is the working of your objective mind. Your subconscious mind is oftentimes referred to as your subjective mind. Your subjective mind takes cognizance of its environment by means independent of the five senses. Your subjective mind perceives by intuition. It is the set of your emotion and the strong house of memory. Your subjective mind performs its highest functions when your objective sense are the evidence in a world. It is that intelligence which makes itself manifest when the objective mind is suspended or in a sleepy, gross state. Your subjective mind see without the use of the nature organs of vision. It has the capacity of clear, clairvoyance, clairvoyance, and clairaudience. Your subjective mind can level your body, travel to distant lands, and bring back information often oftentimes of the most exact and truthful character. Through your subjective mind, you can read the thoughts of others, read the contents of sealed envelopes, and close shape. Your subjective mind has the ability to apprehend the thoughts of others without the use of the ordinary objective means of communication. It is of the greatest importance that we understand the interaction of the objective and subjective mind in order to learn the truth art of prayer. The subconscious cannot reason like your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind cannot argue controversially. Hence, if you give it wrong suggestions, it will accept them as true and will proceed to bring them to pass as conditions, experience, and events. All things that have happened to you are based on thoughts impressed on your subconscious mind through belief. If you have convenient erroneous concepts to you, your subconscious mind, the sure method of overcoming them is by the repetition of constructive harmonious thoughts frequently repeated, which your subconscious mind accepts those, forming new and healthy habits of thought and life. For your subconscious mind is the set of habit, the habitual thinking of your conscious mind established deep groups in your subconscious mind. This is very favorable for your if your habitual thoughts are harmonious, peaceful, and constructive. If you have indulged in fear, worry, and other destructive forms of thinking, the remedy is to recognize the omnipotence of your subconscious mind and decree freedom, happiness, and perfect health. Your subconscious mind, being creative and one with your divine source, will proceed to create the freedom and happiness which you have earnestly decreed. Different reactions to the same suggestions. It is true that different people will react in different ways to the same suggestion because of their subconscious conditioning or belief. For example, if you go to a sailor on the ship and say to him sympathetically, "My dear fellow, you are looking very ill. Aren't you feeling sick? You look to me as if you were going to be seasick." According to his temperament, temperament, he either laugh at your joke or experience a mind irritation. Your suggestion fell on deaf ears in this instance because your suggestion of sick, sickness was associated in his mind with his own immunity from it. Therefore, it called up not fear or worry, but self confidence. The dictionary says that a suggestion is the act or instance of putting something into one's mind. The mental process by which the thoughts or ideas suggested in inter- internet accepted or put into effect. You must remember that a suggestion cannot impose something on the subconscious mind against the will of the conscious mind. In other words, your, your conscious mind has the power to reject the suggestion given. In the case of the sailor, he had no fear of sickness. He had convinced, con, convict himself of his immunity, and the native suggestion had absolutely no power to evoke fear. The suggestion of sickness to the other passenger called forth his indwelling fear of sickness. Each of us has his own inner fears, beliefs, opinions, opinions, and these inner assumptions rule and govern, govern or rapes suggestions has no power in and of itself except if you accept it mentally. This causes your subconscious powers to flow in a limited and distracted way according to the nature of the suggestion. How he lost his arms. Every 2 or 3 years, I given a series of lectures at the London Truth Forum in Exton Hall. This is a forum I founded a number of years ago. Dr. Evelyn Platt, the director, told me about an article which appeared in the English newspapers dealing with the power of suggestions. This is the suggestion a man gave to his subconscious mind over a period of about 2 years. I would give my right arms to see my daughter cured. It appeared that this daughter had a crippling form of arthritis together, which is so-called incurable form of skin disease. Medical treatment had failed to alleviate in condition, and the father had an intense longing for his daughter's healing and expressed expressed his desire in the words, just what?